God. Were you about to drink that?
I don't know.
This is expired.
You're the scientist, you tell me.
Well, since you asked, let me school you on Geobacillus stearothermophilus. Okay, so Geobacillus stearothermophilus. That's the reason why your milk's boiled. It's a gram-positive bacterium, which is when you have a thick peptidoglycan layer on your bacteria, which this is. This is a bacterium infecting your lovely milk. Okay. It is also thermophilic, meaning that it can withstand really high heats. And these bacteria are actually very commonly found in thermal vents, interestingly enough. This bacteria is also rod-shaped. So they usually have a shape like this under a microscope. And there'll be millions of these guys. And they are also anaerobic, meaning they do not live and thrive under oxygen rich areas. So they don't need oxygen to survive. They live and thrive with no oxygen. Pretty incredible. When we gram stain these guys, when we put lots of different gram stains on them, they actually stain both gram negative and gram positive. Even though they are gram positive, they do have that thick peptidoglycan layer. They still stain gram negative and gram positive. So sometimes they will show up purple or violet color as if they were gram positive, and other times they may show up as a pink or red as if they were gram negative. So it's very interesting. Geobacillus stearothermophilus was actually originally named just Bacillus stearothermophilus. It wasn't until 2001 when a group of scientists from Moscow were analyzing microbiology in high temperature oil fields in Kazakhstan. They found this bacterium in those oil fields, very high temperatures, and when they discovered them, they saw that it was actually a separate taxon than the Bacillus stearothermophilus. This was based on its consistent morphology, physiology, and phylogeny. It wasn't actually named, the name wasn't actually officially changed until 2004. Okay, so as previously stated, Geobacillus stearothermophilus is a thermophilic bacteria. It typically likes to live in ranges between 30 and 75 degrees Celsius. It is distributed widely through nature, hence the name Geo, meaning earth. So it is seen widely through the earth, widely through nature. It's seen in rotting wood, hot springs as in the Yellowstone National Park. It's also seen in soil as it decomposes organic matter. These locations demonstrate the role of a dentrifier. And dentrifiers reduce nitrates and nitrites to nitrogen gas. It's very interesting. These locations also show that they are able to grow in very hot environments. When it comes to metabolism, Geobacillus stearothermophilus is a chemoautoreotroph. Chemoautoreotrophs make their own organic food through inorganic molecules, which is very amazing. It is able to complete this respiration through use of simple organic compounds such as sugars, amino acids, and organic acids, with oxygen as the terminal electron acceptor. The life cycle of Geobacillus stearothermophilus consists of 3 different processes: vegetative growth, sporulation, and germination. Vegetative growth is characterized as exponential growth in the presence of lots of nutrients. When nutrients are not available, sporulation is initiated, which is divided into 7 different stages. In stage 1, the DNA is replicated and stretched. In stage 2, separation occurs, dividing the cell into 2 unequal compartments, the smaller portion being the forespore and the larger portion being the mother cell. In stage 3, the mother cell membrane engulfs the forespore, resulting in a structure encircled by 2 membranes. In stage 4, the mother cell chromosome is destroyed, and a cortex made of a thick peptidoglycan layer is placed between the 2 membranes. This cortex provides protection from heat and keeps the cell dormant. In stage 5, layers of coat proteins are deposited on the outer layer membrane, and stage 6 completes the development of spore resistance to heat and chemicals. In stage 7, the mother cell releases the mature spore, and once nutrients arise again, germination occurs, which dissolves the spore cortex and coat and releases a viable vegetative cell. What makes Geobacillus stearothermophilus so thermophilic? What makes it able to withstand these high temperatures? That is due to the protein VSDHFR. This protein is highly responsible for this function. It inserts prolines into the loop regions of the alpha helices and beta strands of its protein structure. This allows it to be very able to withstand these high temperatures. This protein also removes water-accessible residues that are easily destroyed by high heat, such as glutamine, methionine, which are prone to the hydrolysis or oxidation at high temperatures. Ligand binding or presence of salts or co-solvents such as glycerol and sucrose also play a role in this high tolerance of heat. DHFR stands for dihydrofolate reductase, and it's a member of the reductase family, which means that it's able to catalyze a reduction reaction. DHFR is catalyzed by the FOL-A gene, and it is often seen within E. coli, as well as the present bacteria. Hopefully now you understand more about this bacteria. Because of its thermophilic properties, it is able to withstand the pasteurization process and remain within this smelly carton milk. This bacteria causes the spoilage of many foods, but there's a big emphasis on milk, which is why you see it present within that carton. So hopefully you understand its importance and see why that carton is so rotten and smelly. Tell me a little bit about what you've learned today.
I've actually learned a lot. Geobacillus stearothermophilus, it rots my milk and is thermophilic, which means it can survive high temperatures and survive the pasteurization process of this milk.
Very cool.